Well, we're getting so much love on our social media pages. People are loving our ultimate treat. Naona mwingine ananieleza hapa eti Mwikali, the way you enjoyed that food, eh? One thing is for sure, beautiful places, they have amazing food, and yes, I thought it's going to be very expensive, but it wasn't. So I hope you're going to take some time out and take your special person to those lovely places and have a brilliant time, amazing meal. Enjoy, have fun. Right now though, creative of the week. We talk about some of the things that make us laugh. We've seen them on TV. For me, that was the first time I've seen anything like that on Kenyan television. I'm talking about a show that is one of its kind. I'm talking about XYZ. The puppets, the way they come alive, doesn't that fascinate you? Well, it does. We've got those people for you in studio today. Hi, Ted.
Hi,
Hi, Ross.
How do you do?
You well?
Welcome.
Okay, so Ted.
Yes.
I don't know where to begin. This is also fascinating. I see so many things. I don't know what this is. And being told, maybe probably a little bit about what you do for XYZ.
Okay, I'm a sculptor and a puppet maker. So my job is to come up with these sculptures, and then my other teammates will come up with the puppets.
Okay, maybe we'll just start there. Before that, Ross, tell us what you do. I'm fascinated here.
Okay, I'm the head of the department for the puppet making and for the art department, which creates the sets and the props.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So where's the first process? Where do we begin making these puppets?
So this is where we begin.
Okay.
So we usually get the characters, then we come up with the sketches. So these sketches are basically caricatures. In caricatures, we exaggerate the features so that, you can blow up the proportions and everything. Then as you can see in the sketches, the characters get to look funnier. Yeah, this is Obama.
Okay.
So that the characters get to look funnier, and then we give life to them. Yeah, so we just tune up the volume a little bit so that they don't get to look exactly like the characters, because we might get sued for something of the sort. But then, yeah, so it just has to be very funny and something that can appeal to everyone. When they look at it, they get to tell exactly who it is.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is definitely not Obama.
Yeah, this is definitely not Obama.
So who is that? I can't even tell.
This is a politician named Kipchumba Murkomen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the process of being made into a puppet. So this is his sculpture.
What material do you use for that?
This is clay.
So just clay, and then you sculpt it, and that's it?
Yeah, we sculpt it with these tools over here, as you can see them.
Can I touch?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we use clay because it's easily manipulated, and after this is when I'll explain to you how it gets into the puppet form.
Let's get there.
Okay, so after the clay is done, this is fiberglass. So the fiberglass...
Can I lift it? Is it heavy?
Yeah, it's quite heavy, but...
Okay. Okay.
So this is the fiberglass. This is the job we do to achieve the negative of the positive caricature.
Negative, positive.
Yeah.
Caricature.
So this is positive in
Okay.
that it's sculpted in positive, and then we get the negative out of it.
Whoa. Okay. This is negative.
Yeah, now this is quite negative.
So this you get from that?
Yeah, this we get from that, in that the fiberglass gets to be on top of the clay, so that we get the negative. Now this is the negative we're referring to.
Okay.
Yeah. Then after we do the front side and the back side, we usually have a small thin layer of clay that's coming in between, and then we create the back side of the fiberglass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Ross, what was the motivation behind coming up with XYZ and this puppet?
Well, our CEO, Gado, started in 2003. He was in France and in England. And there are two shows that were running at that time, The Spitting Image and Le Guignol in France. And because he's a caricature artist himself, he thought it would be a great idea to move from 2D into 3D and do something similar to those shows. Then in 2009 he met our other CEO, Marie, who is a French national, and she was more of the business, Lady Gado the creative. They got together and worked out how to move the show on.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure at first it wasn't very, very easy coming up with this. we're a country where we're very protective of our own. So coming up with a show that is almost is satirical and shows these are the sides that we don't want to talk about.
Very
How
much
was it
so.
for Kenyans and even the media? How was it taken?
To begin with, in fact, like they started in 2007 and 2009. XYZ show was debated in Parliament, whether it was politically correct
Yeah.
by the politicians. But as you can see, we're still around, so that passed. So it's a nice thing to see that that freedom of speech in Kenya is allowed. It's nice.
Okay. Let's go back to the process. So negative, positive, then what?
So after we get the front side and the back side of the cast, we come up with the interior. The job of the interior is to create the space for the eye mechanism and the puppeteer to put in the hands.
That's why it looks like that.
Yeah. So these are the fingers. This is the thumb. This is where the thumb is coming in, and then as I'll show you in the next process.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks fragile. These will break easily.
Yeah. No, actually, this is quite strong.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, these are thin layer over here. When you get to cover it, when you put that in there, it has inside it has a very thin layer. That's where we get to pour in the liquid latex. Then, the liquid latex is the one which will come into that after it's baked.
Oh, this is almost mattress-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. So this actually now takes the form of what you've done before.
Yes.
When you pour it in between, then it becomes this.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So after you pour it in,
Yes.
you cover it up, lock it up, and leave it for a few hours. And then after a few hours, we place it in the oven, where we bake it for 3 to 4 hours. Yeah. And then after that is when we achieve that.
Wow. So this is baked stuff.
Yeah, that is baked. So,
Not edible.
not really.
Okay. So when we get this, what happens? Because it's not like that.
Yeah, sure. So after this is when we get to spray it first. Just get the first layer of the texture and everything. Then after that, we do the eye mechanism. So this is the eye mechanism. I'll let Mr. Ross show you how it works.
Okay.
Okay, so from there we have a few different processes, which is including, like on this puppet, the Obama puppet, you can see that the hair is actually sewn into the head. So it's spray painted first. The hair is punched in, sewn in, so it gives it a proper hairline.
Okay.
And then an eye mechanism is made by one of our specialists. So we have like an eye blink and a left and right movement.
Can I do that?
You can, please. Pressing for, that one
That's it.
for left and right.
That's the side one,
Yeah.
left and right. Then
And the top one, pushing in for the eye
there
blink.
you go. Hello. Okay. So when you have everything in check, when you have this complete
Yeah.
Obama here, you have this there.
That is correct.
Okay.
That's inside. That's a large model version, but that is what Mr. Obama has inside his head. So you can also then see the smaller version, which has also the eye blink and the left and right.
Okay. Wow. So that's just the eye mechanism.
That's correct.
The mouth. I see them moving the hands. I see them laughing and dancing.
Yes.
How do we do that?
Okay, that is then done again by specialists, puppeteers. So we have, like, the head is just manipulated by placing your own hand inside into the mouth of the puppet. So you just have that. So, hi, how are you?
I think.
And then there's another puppeteer who puts his hand through this opening in the back of the sleeve, and that comes out. So you actually play like this when we're on season and shooting. You're holding the
So
puppet up
when-
above your head.
Here,
That's right.
and then high.
Yeah. So we're actually two people.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can go hi.
Then it comes alive. I've always wanted to touch and see and feel.
Yeah.
This is, for me, this is a dream come true. And how long does it take to make, because some of the times you watch XYZ, it's something very new, something that probably happened a week before
Yeah.
we see it on the show.
Yeah.
How do you, is it a fast process?
It's very slow, in fact. It takes like 1 month roughly to produce a puppet. 6 people making one puppet. And then
6 people making one puppet?
That's correct. There's one sculptor, specialist for the eyes, specialist for the hair, people who do the painting. And then of course, then you come to the puppeteering. As I said, you need 2 people for each puppet. And of course, not everybody can do Obama's voice, for example.
Yes.
So you have a pre-recorded voice. So you see, for one puppet, there is that process of making 1 month, and you have to deliver the puppet's personality, 3 people.
Let's talk about the personalities that handle the puppets.
Yeah.
Say like Obama, and you have to get someone who speaks like Obama.
Correct.
So how are the sessions done? Are the voices recorded separately, or how do they coordinate the voice and the puppeteering?
Yes, well, we have a script, obviously, to start with, and written by script writers who look on the news, what has been happening around the world. We specialize mainly in Kenya, but of course, our friend Obama is also half Kenyan, so we like to use him as much as we can.
Okay.
And then there are, of course, we do lots of voices recorded separately on one day, and then the next day we shoot the show.
Okay.
So it's all on playback.
What? That's a lot of work.
It is.
Have you ever made a sculpture that wasn't close to the person that you want to imitate?
Yeah, actually, that's one of the challenges we usually face. You know, when an artist is working as a creative, at times you don't have the inspiration, but then in this case, you know, you have to bring your A game every time. So even if you see the sculpture is not working,
Yeah.
you just refer to the sketches you did, the caricatures, and just try and make it work. Because since you came up with the caricatures, that means you can actually come up with the sculpture again.
How long does it take you to make that?
It depends, but mostly a week to 2.
A week to 2?
Yeah.
Wow. Can I ask who was that face that you didn't quite get?
I prefer to keep that confidential.
Really?
Yeah, and save
Maybe you
face.
should tell us, no?
No, I'm just saving face.
Okay, fine. And for you, Rose, what are some of the biggest challenges that you face in this industry? I'm sure it's new, it's not, nobody else has really gotten into it, so this means that you're domineering it right now.
That's right.
But so what are some of the challenges?
The challenges that we have are, of course, it's if you think about you needing 3 people just to manipulate one puppet. If we're working with actors, of course, you only have one person, they do their own voice. So you have those issues, like challenges of budget, because we need, it's an expensive show compared to just working with actors.
Yeah, because imagine creating this and then having to
Yeah.
pay the actors as well.
That's right.
That must be something. Wow, this is fascinating. I can't even I can't even get over it. But do we get, like, some of the characters that you use, do they sometimes get back to you and tell you, "Mlinifanya vibaya, I didn't say those things, I'm not like that, why are you making me look bad?" Do you get some of those comments?
We do, but of course, you know, it's I think the show is done in good fun, even though it's very it's a political satire show. Jeff Koinanga's been to see us, for example, and a few other people. And once they come and see us, and I think it's more light-hearted.
It's more nothing serious.
Well, of course, it's a very serious show, but it has that other aspect as well.
All right. Do you see yourself venturing into any other form of art instead of just XYZ? Do you see you coming up with another show that uses the same mechanism to entertain?
Well, the Boni Media has been developing other programs, children's programs, for example. We did a pilot back in 2010, I think, and then, you know, various things that we've been trying to move on.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely. I will take photos with this. I'll try probably as we close this show. Sure. Thank you so much for coming, Ted. Thank you, Ross.
Thank you for having us.
This is amazing. I hope you do bigger and better things. We're looking forward to new shows in the industry.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana.
Okay.
All right. We're taking a very short commercial break. When we return, after I have learned to work on this is Jeff Koinange. Yeah, no? I hope I did that right. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go too far. Landscape Trends is all about nature, serene, the beauty, and how it works together with the people around it. Now, the Hub Karen has put so much money in their landscaping, making sure that what they have works hand in hand with the establishment, which is the Hub Karen. It has so many things going on, so many shops, but this is the one place that everyone would come and have a quiet, peaceful afternoon, evening. I can hear the birds chirping. It is so beautiful and quiet, and one place that you just want to roll in the grass. It's so green. Let me take this walk with you as we find out how they did this, how long it's just taken them to make sure that this environment looks the way it is.
Impressively, the Hub is a commercial establishment that feels more like a paradise of nature. Just past the piazza, a lovely little bridge leads to an 8,000 square meter set of recreational lakes that will soon be filled with all kinds of bird life, including ducks and geese. Surrounding the lakes is an abundance of green space where visitors can picnic or just lay. There is a fountain area for kids to play and tiny weather center you will love. The rocks laid at the waterfall were hand-picked based on texture, longevity and impression created when the water flows over it. The water streaming around the lake has 4 outlets that ensure high rotation, fresh flow and smooth movements. Photographers who visit the site can seem to have enough of the ambience created and are exposed to a vast and wide array of options. This week, we leave you with Marcel Proust's quote, "The voyage of discovery is not in seeking new landscapes, in having new eyes."
Welcome back to KTN Life and Style. Remember to hit us up on our social media pages. That is KTN Life _Style on Instagram and Twitter. On Facebook, it's KTN Life and Style. SMSs 22840. Well, I am holding a cock on your go made from spoons. These are just spoons. Right here. This is so beautiful. This is at the Banana Box at the Hub Karen. It's a shop that chooses to empower local artists, and they're pushing forward the African brand. If you're looking for embellishments for your house, your clothes, if you're looking for earrings, I've seen a pen made of Maasai beads. I'm telling you, this is the shop for you. It's all about art. It's all about Africa. It's about you and me.
Art is a perception one holds of patterns, color, and design. Its appreciation differs with individuals and certainly evolves with time. Take a look around. You will definitely see art, be it in food, on walls, clothing, and even simply designed on ornaments. This week, we visit with Banana Box, a well-established art shop with over 20 years of experience. 20 years of experience in the design and management of gift shops in Nairobi. Well placed at the hub, the store looks to market and promote Kenyan art, crafts, and cultural heritage. While in the shop, we walk around and spot uniquely crafted artifacts that not only engage its clients, but also makes the space a sight to see.
For the baby's bed, this is really good.
From metallic crafted animals to African themed materials, one unique thing about Banana Box is that They work closely with community projects, refugees, and local artisans, supporting their initiatives and enabling them to make a living. Its products are produced exclusively for Banana Box and are not available anywhere else.
Matchbox. This is beautiful.
African designs, beaded work, and explosion of color is a constant around the shop, and we urge you to make a visit and pick something nice. As we say ciao, art is not what you see, but what you make others see.